As we go to our guest line, we're going to get serious here for a minute as we bring on Eric Silakowski, Associate Vice President for Athletic Development. Big day up on the SU Hill, Giving Day. Eric, thanks so much for coming on. How are you today?
I'm great, Steve and Paulie. Thanks for having me on. It's a huge day today. Feeling really good about it, especially where we are at this point. But a lot going on up here on the Hill. A lot of our partners across campus getting a lot of things done, a lot of support throughout the day. So really excited to be here.
All right, so it is a big day. You said there's a lot going on. Fill us in on what's going on and how the community can get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. So Giving Day for us is, I mean, it's a day for the global Cuse community to get involved and support, what they're most passionate about. We have a lot going on through social media, through email marketing campaigns, through, person-to-person outreach, but also a lot going on around campus to spread the good word and our messaging throughout all of our partners and all of our colleagues here. So it's a pretty lively day, but when it comes to Giving Day itself and specifically for athletics, what we're trying to do is make sure that we continue to support our 550 plus student athletes, all of our coaches and all of our programs. Giving Day is a day where we can really uplift all of our programs at once. So what we're looking to do is really focus heavily on a lot of our head coaches funds. We want to continue to highlight and amplify what we're doing across the board with our Champion Cuse campaign. This gives us a great opportunity to highlight all of those good things and the ways that you can support. But above all else, this is a day for everybody. It's a day that everybody can help us win. Everything and anything that they're passionate about, they can give to when it comes to athletics. So really, really good opportunities out there to get involved. Our goal right now is to get to 1,500 donors today. As of about 20 minutes ago, we were at 850. So tracking really, really well. And across the university, there's a lot of success right now. I believe the entire goal is 6,600 donors, and we're tracking well. So all is good.
You mentioned it right there about you can earmark where this goes, right? So Giving Day, you can give money to Syracuse University. You can earmark it for the library, for Newhouse, athletics, whatever you want to do, and then within athletics, you can kind of pick where it goes. Correct? So you know where your money's going. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a plethora and a variety of ways to give back. So, for instance, if you look at the new way and the way the industry is moving, and you have rev share and how we're looking to recruit and retain the best. You have the Athletics Competitive Excellence Fund that was newly created, right? You also have the Athletic Director Opportunity Fund, which is really John Wildhack's and the athletic department's greatest need. So that is very flexible and unrestricted. Then you have all of our head coaching funds. So if you're a field hockey fan, if you're a women's soccer, men's soccer, lacrosse fan, wherever your passion lies, you are capable of giving directly to that sport as well. So everybody has different needs. I think it's always important, as I've come in here and worked here and learned a lot over the past 2 months, we want to continue to keep the donor first and their intentions first. So wherever you feel most comfortable, wherever you want your hard-earned dollars to go, whether it's $5 or $5,000, we want you to make sure that there's a place that you feel really good about investing in. So there's a variety of those things that are on the website itself, cuse.com/Giving Day, where everybody can visit. You can pick from that menu of options and support where you'd like.
You brought up Champion Cuse, the initiative that John Wildhack announced within the last couple of months. Can you explain kind of the difference between what's going on today and then that initiative, the Champion Cuse initiative?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, today is a day to really amplify what we're doing overall with Champion Cuse. It's another piece, another tool for us to be able to spread that message. Champion Cuse is an overarching, holistic campaign for Syracuse athletics. A lot of our counterparts and colleagues are doing a lot throughout the industry, specifically for rev share. What we find works for us here at Syracuse is that we want to win national championships, ACC championships across the board, right? And the only way we could do that is making sure that we support all of our programs, all 20 of them, to ensure their success. So Champion Cuse, if you're looking at it from the high level aspect, You're looking at the funds of athletics competitive excellence that help recruit and retain high caliber student athletes and develop them. You have the AD Athletic Director Opportunity Fund, which is the unrestricted fund, as I mentioned, that goes to our greatest needs, and then all the head coaches funds. There's always opportunities from a facility standpoint that we have available, and those are certainly case by case, especially if a specific individual has the intention to give to brick and mortar, right? But when it comes to the campaign itself, we want to make sure it's completely holistic. There's an opportunity to help us as we move into this new world of college athletics, so that we're better prepared for it. And we're ready to compete, but also so that all of our programs across the board have the opportunity to maintain the operational support and enhance it.
And so again, Eric, I mean, this is for all alums. This is for all fans, right? This isn't just for big donors. Every little bit helps. I guess, can you speak to that aspect of it? That whether it's $5, $50, $5,000, every little bit will go toward where you want it to go to help the cause.
Absolutely. So one of our major priorities for the Champion Cuse campaign and for Giving Day is to make sure that we really up our participation. One of the most beautiful things about our brand and this university is we have such a large community in this area and around Central New York. And if we're going to be successful moving forward, we need power in numbers. So it's not, obviously we're incredibly grateful for those large major gifts. And we continue to search for those leadership opportunities. But when it comes to the opportunities for everybody to participate, it's what you're comfortable with. So anywhere from $44 to $400, there's reoccurring gifts where you have the opportunity to give a certain amount monthly to get to a certain total. We also have, the idea of a little bit more transactional ways outside of philanthropy, where you also get a lot of your benefits, whether you're giving $44 or you're giving $400,000. So there's opportunities for everybody to give and ways for them to feel better connected and better engaged back to the program. So no matter how much you're giving at what level, we want to make sure that you feel that your dollar really matters and it's going such a long way to make sure that we can continue to compete at the level that we need to compete at with our peers.
It's a relatively new topic, Eric, and I feel like sometimes fans get confused with, the different funds and the different methods and the different ways and so on and so forth. So if somebody's listening to us today and they're like, yeah, I've got $100, I want to give it, I want to donate, I want to help out, what would you advise them to do? What's the best way to get that money to you guys?
See, this is one of my favorite questions, right? So, my job is to make sure that we provide as many resources as possible for our coaches, our athletic department, and universities to succeed, right? And I believe our team does a phenomenal job as the Cuse Athletics Fund. But our job is also not to tell you exactly what to do with your money. We want to make sure we're connecting two passions here, right? I'm passionate about making sure that Syracuse has the resources to succeed. You have an individual who wants to provide their hard-earned dollars back to us, no matter the level of giving there. And I want to make sure that what they're passionate about Syracuse, that they have the opportunity to match their dollars with that opportunity. So that's why, again, we go back to the Champion Cuse and why it's a holistic opportunity and campaign here, so that if you're a lacrosse fan, we have opportunities for you with lacrosse. If you're a football fan, we have opportunities with football. And no matter where you want to give, depending on the landscape here, if you want to continue to keep it restricted with operational dollars, please, we have opportunities for that too. So with those head coaches funds. So what we want to do is make sure that we continue to keep the donor top of mind and say, what's your intention? Learn more about those intentions and those passions and connect their dollars with that passion so that they feel really, really good about their investment.
All right, Eric, anything that we didn't touch on that is important to get across to our listeners today?
Yeah, I think one thing I do like to mention is that it's really important for anybody learning about Champion Cuse and what we're doing moving into this new age of college athletics, that it's not solely on philanthropy to get this done and what we're trying to accomplish with our peers of being the cream of the crop when it comes to competitive success. We, as an athletic department, and all my colleagues here are also doing everything we can and are on a mission to make sure that we find new ways and new sources of revenue while also enhancing the ones that we have now. So when I say that it's incredibly important to support our programs, I absolutely believe that, especially through philanthropic giving, and we certainly need every bit, and we appreciate all the support that's been given and those that are considering helping, especially today and moving forward. But we also, like I said, we have a passion and we have the support here to make sure that we're doing everything we can to find those sources of revenue and generate new ones. And like I said, enhance the ones that we continue to have to make sure that all the resources are here along with the philanthropy. So we want to do the work and we are doing the work to make sure that we're successful. And we want to make sure that we continue to get that power in numbers through the Champion Cuse campaign as well.
All right, Eric, I know today's a big day. Thanks so much for coming on and sharing some information about it. Continued success throughout the day, and we'll talk again down the road.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity. It's been a joy.
All right. We appreciate you coming on. Eric Silakowski, Associate Vice President for Athletic Development at Syracuse University.
Can I hit on something, Steve?
Sure.
I sat through that interview. I understood it. I listened to it, and I read the chat while it was happening. And something has been said by Jim Boeheim before and others that the most vocally angry people are the ones that aren't, donating and whatnot. After reading the chat, I would tend to agree with it because there is zero reason for people to be angry about that interview or what he was saying because that is the state of college sports now.
Right.
They need to do this in order to
it's
be
a necessity.
So
yes.
When you're mad at the end of the year, I've said since day one, you're the GM now.
How'd they end up with Jaquan Carlos instead of Dakota Lafayette?
Yes.
How did that happen?
Yes. It's amazing that you guys don't get every school is doing this now.
Yeah.
It's not just Syracuse. They're not trying to pick your pocket. They're trying to stay competitive.
Yeah.
They're trying to stay competitive. And now I want to hit on one other thing that came up in our chat during that interview. People mad that Syracuse is building new dorms. It's a university, guys. They want kids to come here other than athletes. They need to build new dorms so they get the best and brightest kids to come here, too. Those dorms are older than I am.
Correct.
For the love of God. That's how universities work. And that's their most important thing, is being a university.
Right. The experience for the students, not just the student athletes. But part of the experience for the students is, student athletes are really good and they have successful teams.
Yes, I get that, Steve.
No,
but
I know.
But they want
they
want nice dorms.
Of course.
The smart kids want to sleep in nice beds.
Hang on. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm
just getting angry.
You are getting angry. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. All right, let's take a timeout. 315-437-7644.
I used to work at camp. They like the twin beds with the springs sticking through your back.
Yeah.
Terrible. They want smart kids.
Dorms are nicer now. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but they've got to get nicer. You've got to stay competitive in academics also.
Yes, no doubt. No doubt. All right, we'll hit a timeout here. We've got Jackson Roberts on with us on the other side to talk baseball opening day in Major League Baseball. We're back after this on ESPN Radio.
Yes, dumb kids.